Let's talk about how to stop getting angry. So when we are getting angry, there's really something that's at the source. So let's go to the source of it. And that source is really when we blame. See, it's really hard to get angry when we're not blaming external circumstances or others, which is also an external circumstance. Right? So if I can't blame the external, hard to get angry. It's really hard to get angry. Think about it. Think about the times when you get angry. We're always blaming someone, blaming something. And below that, it's because of this belief in fairness, justice, right and wrong, right? Someone has wronged you, I get angry. Something's unjust, getting angry. Something's not going your way, the way things should be, you're right, you get angry, frustrated, right? That's kind of how it works. And those are those core beliefs that you got to be right, things have to go your way, right? We get so set on fulfilling some sort of desire. And when that desire is not fulfilled, get angry. If the desire is fulfilled, I want more. It's usually how it goes. With desire, it's really that simple. Desire gets fulfilled, I want more. Greed. Desire is unfulfilled, disappointment and anger. What choice do you want? Right? So when we look at our beliefs, when we look at, I'm getting angry a lot, it's because I've got these expectations of how things should be. And when the expectations aren't met, when someone gets in the way of my desires, I want to blame them. I want to say this is not okay. This is not fair. This is unjust. You're wrong. I'm right. See, without all this stuff, it's really hard to be angry. But these are all those things that are below the surface. We see the anger. A lot of people don't see their own anger. Once you start asking how to stop getting angry, well, then now you're becoming aware that, yeah, you might be getting angry a lot. So now you're seeing it. You're seeing the surface level, the choppy waves. But we need to then go down deeper and deeper to discover what's setting off this whole mechanism. Have you noticed that when we have this expectation and then we have this strong desire to then be fulfilled, to meet that expectation, have you noticed that that's when you get disappointed, frustrated, and angry? So we see that it's this attachment to an expectation, this attachment to a desire that subjects us to all the anger. And we really want to take out this anger on someone. Yes, a lot of people just get angry all by themselves and frustrated. But then This anger, which I talk about a lot, is a lot like fire. We start now spreading the fire. We want to take it out on someone. It quickly turns into rage. So then we need to blame someone. It's your fault. It's your fault. And what is blame? Blame is a nice way of saying not responsible. Blame is another way to say throwing away your responsibility. Right? Because a lot of this anger, it's very compulsive. Compulsive is the opposite to responsive. Compulsion is very much something unconscious, and a response is conscious. So when we throw away our responsibility by blaming an external circumstance, it's the weather's fault. That's why whatever it is, I can't go golfing. I'm so angry. It's my day off and I planned to go golfing. See, attachment to the expectation. I had a desire to go golfing so I could be happy. So there's an attachment to desire. And this was not expected. This rain. If only I could. I'm fuming at Mother Nature. My blood is boiling. Right? Anger. It's that fire in us that's boiling the blood. Right? I want to blame Mother Nature. I want to blame the weatherman. Right? But again, even below that, attachment to an expectation, attachment to a desire. So if we really want to stop getting angry, we need to become aware of that attachment. We need to become aware of the desire. We need to become aware of our expectation. We need to become aware of our blaming. Because this anger is really, it's like a false sense of power. We get really addicted to the anger too, because of this false sense of power. But really, anger is a weakness. It's destructive. It's destructive. Right? Wanna ruin your relationship? Be angry. Right? Hard raising kids when you're angry all the time with them. Hard building a business when you're angry around your employees. When you start seeing anger as pure destruction, well then, yeah, you start jumping on the internet looking for ways to stop being angry. But like I said, is unless you go to the source of it, unless you go to the underlying causes of that mechanism and start seeing it, start seeing yourself, becoming one, aware of the patterns, two, seeing those patterns for yourself in real time. Now, you won't be able to see them in real time. What's going to happen is you're going to start becoming aware of those patterns and start seeing it after you get angry. And that's the first step to becoming more conscious of these patterns, because you'll see it after you do all the destruction and you take it out on someone. If you give yourself some time to cool down and reflect and introspect and see into yourself, then you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Expectation, desire, blame, frustration, disappointment, anger, rage. Basically in that order. But until those underlying, under the surface patterns are seen, then it's always going to look like, why am I angry? What's making me angry? How do I just get angry? Right? It's like you have to see. It's like catching like the last domino. That's the angry domino. But it's not seeing that 5 dominoes back. That's what sets it all into motion. It's that attachment that sets it all into motion. Right? It's that desire. And then anger. Right? So it's treated as a game. It's just a game, being more aware of those patterns, and you'll see. Every kind of time when you start getting angry, just kind of breathe. That will help you stay present. And when you're present, you're now aware. And then you can just reflect, introspect, contemplate what just happened there. Why did I lose my cool? Oh yeah. That attachment to that expectation, right? Okay. And then you'll start seeing the process, basically. And the neat thing about awareness is once you start seeing these things, they start dissolving, these conditions, these patterns, because you start being conscious of them. And that's the true power. Like I said, is anger is a false power. Right? The real power is consciousness, is your ability to respond. Now you're conscious. Now you can make a conscious response. And you'll find that you'll start catching yourself sooner in that pattern, right? Let's say the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll start catching yourself before that anger really gets to that point, before it gets to that last domino. It's like you can put your hand and stop it. You can catch it right there. You'll get good with practice, being able to catch it right before you want to blame someone. And that's when you start taking back your power. Because like I said, is responsibility, the ability to respond, is power. So before you go blaming, Mother Nature, like I'm responsible for my feelings. This isn't Mother Nature's fault. The weather is just weather. But it was my expectation, my attachment to good weather. It was my idea, it was my projection of the perfect golf day, which then I imagined and I attached to that idea so much that then when life showed up like this, well then, hey, what? I had this all planned. This is kind of different. Get angry, right? Why can't the universe just get my order right? Right? It's like getting angry at a restaurant. They keep on messing up my meal. Why can't they just get my order right? Life doesn't really work like that. It's not so much about placing an order and then getting exactly what you ordered. That's a for sure way to be angry with life. Right? How to be angry free is just accept whatever you're given. But we're not there yet. When we can start seeing these mechanisms and start seeing how they all kind of unfold like a big machine that gets set in motion with gears, right? Then you can start seeing and start catching it. Like I said, when you want to blame someone, no, I'm not going to blame someone. What good is that going to do? Just gives away my power. Doesn't change the situation. Doesn't change the situation. It just gives me a reason to then just unleash this anger. You see how it works? Without the blame, you can't unleash that anger. You can't. So then you can stop it right there. And it's kind of like you, instead of throwing the fire at someone or some situation, right? Then now you have the ability to respond, right? Because instead of blaming is throwing away your power. And responsibility is your ability to respond. So your ability to respond, instead of getting angry and lashing out, getting frustrated and disappointed, deep breath, that's your ability to respond. Right. Almost got angry there because I created such an attachment to this expectation. So instead of getting angry, I'm just going to accept it. It's a rainy day. I'll do something else. See, that's a more conscious way of dealing with, in this example, a rain day when we planned golf, right? Which then you'll start feeling like you're riding the waves a little bit more. When we're angry all the time, there's no riding the waves. It's like hitting walls. It's hitting walls. Things didn't go my way, bang, right? Versus, again, when you become more conscious and you're not so compulsive, right? Then you're able to just, okay, go with the flow. Okay, I'll accept it. Go with the flow. You become more easygoing, accepting, I should say. And then you'll start seeing that you'll be able to handle life a lot easier, a lot better. And you'll be able to live more gracefully. Riding the waves. Go with the flow. That's how you enjoy life. We don't enjoy life when we're angry. So hopefully that has helped. Take a look for yourself. Don't just believe me. Take a look. Watch your mind. Catch yourself in the action or after the action and start to look for yourself, because just the act of looking is extremely powerful and can start transforming you from the inside out. See you in the next one.